If you have a sweet tooth and are craving something sweet that makes a perfect addition to your tea time snacks, then you need to watch this video that brings a perfect recipe you need to satisfy your cravings. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Cookie and today I'm here with one of the best sugar cookie recipes you could ever come across. So keep watching and get your things ready and follow the whole process with me. So first, you'll have to start by combining all your dry ingredients. There are 4 basic dry ingredients we'll use here. First, we've got all-purpose flour here. Then we have the baking soda right here, the baking powder, and lastly, we'll need some salt. Okay, so now you'll have to take a large bowl, pour in all the 4 ingredients one by one. Here goes the all-purpose flour, the baking powder, the soda, and finally the salt. Let's mix them all together now. And now, set them aside for later use. Moving on to the next step, we're going to start with our butter and combine it with sugar. This recipe calls for 2 kinds of sugar. One is regular sugar and the other is brown sugar, which we'll use in small quantities just to add some extra flavor. So, get your mixer ready because now you're going to want to add your butter to your mixer. Now, let's turn on the mixer and whip the butter out. Then gradually add your white sugar and also brown sugar. You see, we're just creaming your butter and sugar together. Continue mixing it until you see it changes to a fluffy texture and a light color. Yes, the change is quite prominent in the color and texture of the butter and sugar, so you'll actually notice it quite easily because it really lightens and gives the mixture that creamy and fluffy feel. Keep watching it mix here. At the end, you'll see for yourself the difference. Okay, so now with 2 or 3 minutes of constant beating, we can now see both ingredients have fully creamed together. I like to scrape down the sides of the bowl once or twice just to make sure things are getting well incorporated. You really don't have to do it, it's completely up to you. Now keep the mixture going and mix all those ingredients as much as possible. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a peek. Now if you're not used to creaming butter and sugar together, you might not be sure enough of what the final thing should really look like. And usually you can kinda tell. Don't worry if you find a little bit on your mixer blade because it's probably the butter and sugar residual from before. I would really like you to take a closer look here. If you look up here, it's got a very different texture which looks quite dark in color. And as you go down and see it from below, it looks lighter and looks like it has come together. And the perfect creamy texture is right here. This is what we actually wanted. Now, this is the perfect indication for you to go ahead to step number 3, which is adding the eggs. You'll also want to add the vanilla extract for a little bit of flavoring, which also gives it a good scent too. Okay, so turn the mixture on again because you really need to combine it all together as nicely as possible. Okay, yes, this looks beautiful. We got a nice combined batter ready. Now it's time to add our dry ingredients. The goal here is to combine all the ingredients perfectly together so that you don't see any one of them hanging in there separately. So we'll stir this until it mostly comes together. You might find it a little crumbly at first, but don't worry because if you'll keep mixing, you'll see it all come together gradually. Now, make sure you're not over mixing it. If you see that the ingredients are mixed together just like this, then stop the mixer right there. Now take the mixture off the mixer, you don't need it now. We'll take this bowl out quickly and mix it a little with a spatula just to make sure everything is well combined and has come together. Now we'll shape some nice balls out of it. Once you have them all shaped on the cookie sheet, let's get them ready for the oven. And finally, the cookies are ready. Oh, it smells so delicious. Okay, before you transfer, you need to cool them down for 2 to 3 minutes until they settle, because otherwise, they'll just break. Now, we'll transfer them to our plate with the help of a spatula. They're all ready to try. And don't worry about the puffiness you saw when they first came out of the oven. They are still nice and chewy. That's all for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed baking with us. Keep watching for more amazing recipes, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel on the way out. See you next time. Until then, bye!